How we done, guys? This is Kent with KandM Outdoors. A little something different. On this video, we're going to do a cooking video. We're going to do smoked pulled pork. I'm going to take you through the whole process. It's going to be a real long cook, probably. 10-pound pork shoulder, you're probably looking 11-hour cook, but you know, I'll fast forward through a lot of it and just bring you back every so often. What we're going to do right now, we're going to do the prep work. We're going to take a lot of the excess fat off of it, any of the veins or things that we see in it, and maybe some of the skin. I'm going to rub it down and let it sit overnight. I'm going to start this cook in the morning. But if you want to get down here, camera girl, we'll show them how I take this stuff off. Like I said, just anything you think you don't want on it, like all this stuff here is just veins and stuff like that. Just excess fat you really don't, you know what I mean, you don't want in, because there's enough fat in it already.
Here's your plate for your scrap.
Alrighty, I'm going to flip it over. This big old fat cap here, you really don't need all of that on there. I'm just going to take, I don't know, maybe about half of it off or something. Now if you wanted to, you could make cracklings or pork skins out of this. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to, like I said, just trim it. Big chunk of the skin off. Alright guys, the reason I'm taking the skin off is that allows me to get more rub in on it. Allows smoke to get it better. Gives you just a little more flavor to it. This here, I'm leaving it on for the fat content. So basically what I'm going to do is about 4.5, 5 hours in, based on the temperature. And when it gets 165, I'm going to wrap it. And what I'll do, like I said, I'll put this on. I'm going to set my smoker to about 225. We've got hickory chips. Set my smoker 225. I'm going to smoke it until the internals get about 160. And then I'm going to put it in another pan and wrap it. And when I wrap it, it should just turn this into just gooey goodness, hopefully. But I'm going to get my binder, and what I'm going to be using for a binder is just mustard, and then I'm going to put rub on it, but I'll be back with you when I do that, guys. Alright, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take some of the Kansas City or Kingsford original all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to put some of it in the bottom of this. And I'm going to have Marissa go ahead and squirt some mustard on it. Now the mustard, like I said, it does nothing for it but just a binding agency. Should be good. Take it, rub it in good, and then I'm going to it down good. Okay, I'm going to flip it up on the top here. Alrighty. Now if you want to, Marissa, go ahead and shake that down good. I don't want to really touch it. I got just... Don't be stingy with it. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'll lay her down in this pan. Hold on one second here, Marissa. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands off. I think I'm going to get a little brown sugar and put on it and then put some of the rub on it. Alright guys, with this I'm just going to hit it with a little brown sugar. And then we're just going to rub it up, dub. Now as you can see, I'm unlike Marissa. I coat her pretty good. And what that'll do is that'll just hopefully just sink right into it. Do the shank. She's rubbed down, guys. Wash my hands again. We're going to wrap, let it set overnight. Alright guys, we got her wrapped. The only thing we did was just throw some heavy duty aluminum foil over it. Like I said, we're going to let her set overnight, and tomorrow we'll put some smoke on it, and I'm going to take you through the whole process like I said, and hopefully we'll get a good video for y'all. Alright guys, we're getting ready to put the shoulder in. It's about pushing probably 7:40 right now in the morning. Like I said, this is going to be a low and slow cook. I got the Masterbuilt set on about medium, so hopefully we can get it dialed into about 225. Sorry about that. Neighbor's dogs go crazy every time they hear somebody talk. But we got her dialed down to about 225 or something, and kind of give you a look at it. I just touched it back up with the rub. I'm going to put it in and let it smoke for a while. I'll check back in with you. There's the smoker. We're using hickory chips. There we go, guys. We got her on. I'm just going to shut her up, and I guess we'll just get to cooking. Alright guys, we're We're rolling about the hour and a half mark. Looks like we're right at 225, so everything seems to be going good with the smoker. So this is the review on it, I guess. Been letting it run, like I said, about an hour, hour and a half, and it's holding pretty good temp at 225 on medium, so you know it's doing all right. All right, guys, we're pushing the hour and a half, hour and 45-minute mark. I'm just going to open it up right quick, spritz it down with a little concoction I got made here, and just to keep it good and moist. And that's all we're going to do with it for now. Like I said, I just wanted to open it up and just give it a spritz. Alright guys, we're about at the 3-hour mark or something. Like I said, we're still holding steady at about 225, 235. That's really what you want to get on with pulled pork. We got the smoker rolling. I don't know if the camera's picking it up good, but I'm going to open it up, spritz it down again. All the smoke coming out, it's hard to tell, but we're going to hit it again and shut it back up and give it a little bit longer. And all that does is just keep it moist, guys. Now what I'm going to do is probably 5 or 6 hours in on this cook, I'm going to take it out, put it in a pan, put some Coke in it and some other stuff, and because after about 5 hours or something, after that temperature gets 165 degrees, it's not going to take any more smoke anyway, so we're just going to wrap it and kind of keep all that heat in and let it soak up some of the juices and stuff. But like I said, we'll get back with you. Alright guys, what we're going to do is, it's been on about 3.5, 4 hours. I'm going to probe it and see what kind of temp we got. Spritz it down again. Take a peep at her there, camera girl. Now when you probe this, you want to get in and try not to get no bone or nothing. There's deep, see what you got. What are we pushing, about 140?
Yep.
Shut it back up. Here, let me see something. Still got the chips in. There we go, guys. We got probably 6 or 7 more hours on this cook. We're just gonna let her go low and slow, and we'll get back with you about an hour or so. Alright guys, we're back. Like I said, we've been rolling her low and slow for probably about 5.5, almost 6 hours now. Getting ready to meat probe it. Hopefully we're at that crucial about 160, 165 mark on it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's looking pretty good. We're gonna go into it here, see what kind of temperature we got. we're right at 160, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull it and wrap it and stuff, and I'll get back with you. Alright guys, there it is. About 6.5 hours in, I'm gonna go ahead and baste the top of it a little, and then I'm gonna wrap it in foil and cover it up and finish the cook. And I'll use my brush. Like I said, I'll wrap it and I'll put it back on, and I'll get back with you. And I probably won't do no more video until we get it almost done. Thank you. Alrighty guys, we're probably 10-hour mark. Nah, probably not. Let's see. 4:19, 8. About the 8-hour mark, 8.5-hour mark, something like that. We've got it wrapped, like I said before. It ain't gonna take no more smoke. It's pushing the 165 mark. You see, we put the special juice in it and barbecued it. Now we got it wrapped, and we're gonna wait till that temperature gets up to 195, and we're gonna pull it, put a little bit more juice on it, and stick it back in for the next few minutes. Like I said, we're taking it low and slow. We got all day, guys. Hopefully we'll make some good pulled pork. How we doing, guys? We've been rolling her low and slow for about 10 hours. Like I said, we wrapped her about the 5-hour mark or so. Put some barbecue sauce on it, put a little secret ingredient in it. We checked it maybe an hour ago or something, and it was like at 190. I'm going to pull it again and see, try to get that 200 mark. If it's 200, I'm going to let it sit out and rest, and we'll pull it. But I'm going to try not to get burned up here. Oh boy, how's that look, guys? Like I said before, you want to get it to where it ain't in the bone, so we're just going to stick it. Well, there was a bone, I felt. Maybe go on this side and try. It just keeps on rising. It's over that 200-degree mark, guys. That's showing me that meat is done. It is it's cooked. So all this juice in it, I'm going to try my best to drain it out, put it in another thing, and pull it. I'll get back with you when we do that. This bone should come right out, but I'll show you how we're going to pull it and make the pulled pork, guys. When you do this, you want to let it rest. I'm going to let it rest for 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll get back with you in a bit, guys. All right, guys. Got it out of the smoker. I've let it rest probably 30-40 minutes, something like that. What we got to tear it apart with is the bear claws. If I'm not mistaken, they came from Lowe's. Basically, what you do is you put them in your hand about like your Wolverine and tear, you know. So I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm no professional at this or nothing, but
trying to get around to where I can see better.
Alright guys, I had to stop the camera there because his pan was sliding all over the place. But I use the bear claws to get most of the meat off of the bone. But these are just so big in this pan, it's hard to maneuver. So I switched over to 2 forks and it seems to work better.
How is it?
Good pork. Alright guys, there you have it. There's the pulled pork. This is bone and fat and stuff. But there you go. Fall off the bone tender. Like I said, it's been a long process. We've been about 11 hours, 12 hours. But, you know, it was worth it. We probably got, what, 7 pounds of meat? Probably.
Yeah.
6-7 pounds of meat out of it. But, and that was smoked with hickory wood. Thank you all. God bless you.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we just done about a 12-hour smoke on the Masterbuilt Maiden Voyage. Seemed to hold the temperature good. If you see right here on the dial, you turn the dial and about right there on the orange, that'll set you at about 230, 235 or something. The only thing that I wasn't used to about it is you do have to add water to it. Usually on most smokers, you can do 8-10 hours, not have to worry about it. But I had the water tray full once and had to do it again. Had to fill it back up, and I would have, if I'd had to cook any longer, I'd had to fill it up one more time. The wood chip tray, I filled it up. I smoked for about 3.5 hours, and I put another handful in it. But you know, other than that, that's the only thing I really don't like about it is the way the wood chips is. It's on the wood chips. You gotta lift this tray up here and add your wood chips in. Yeah, you can see right here it's dry. The water thing's dry. On my other Masterbuilt, it had a thing in the side that you would push in and turn to put your wood chips in. That way you'd never have to open the door. So every time I'd have to put the wood chips in, I mean, I know it's no big deal, but you know, you'd have to open the door and you'd lose a lot of heat that way. Don't have no gaskets around the door, and it doesn't have a vent hose, so all of your smoke comes out the door. But for 97 bucks, I mean, it seems to be well worth it. I mean, it run flawless today. But hope y'all liked it, guys. Thank you all. God bless you.